Hi and welcome to another tutorial lecture on HTML basics. So today we're going to be talking about headers, but before we jump into the subject, let's just have a quick note about tags. Tags are how we call an element in HTML. To write code, you have to know how to use them accurately. The syntax for writing a tag is you have an open one of these, the element, which is what the call you want to make, then close, then the content, which would usually just be plain text but doesn't always have to be, then another open one of this, and then a backslash, the element again, and then a closing one of this. The backslash means closing, so this is a start tag, this is a close tag. Right, let's go to headers now. A header is a title in HTML. They come in 6 sizes. The headers are tagged with a H to represent header and their number inside that syntax I just told you about. These 3 dots can represent the content. So the 6 different syntaxes are H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. Okay, let's jump to the code. So here we have Atom Text Editor, which is the text editor that I recommended in the video before last. And let's go then. So before we start, I want to show you the syntax for the tags in action. Let's take this title here. It starts with this, then has the word title, which is what the element is, close, and then the content, which I could put in, and then that would come up there, and then another open, forward slash. Oh yeah, sorry, I made a mistake. This was meant to be forward slash, not backslash. There you go. And then title again, because you have to repeat it here, otherwise it's not going to make sense. And then a close. So you could even see it in these. If I look, they're all in HTML. You could write everything just as a line as well. So if I backspace all of these out into a line, then it might make it a bit more clearer to see how these tags are all working. Almost there. Alright, so you can see at the start we have this HTML tag. Alright, the starting HTML tag. And then in from that, all of this is the content for the HTML, and this is the closing tag. Then we go inner block, that's the head, and all the content for the head comes in here, up to there, and then that's the closing head tag. Then after that we have the body, which doesn't have anything in it yet, but that's where we do all the code. So that's, and this would still run if we save that. Look, no difference. The lecture still comes up there. So HTML will work as a single line as well. Okay. So now to the subject again, headers. So as I said in the PowerPoint, the headers can come in different sizes, 6 different sizes. This is the header 1. Header 1 is the biggest of the headers. Header 2 is slightly smaller. You could use header 2s for mainly like a subtitle, and the header 1 could be your title. And look how Atom Text Editor fills in all these headers for you, so you don't have to type in the whole syntax. But be mindful, if you want to use Atom's built-in help there, you can't start with this because that's just going to bring up the info. You have to start with the H, and then you can notice that with these, the arrow and the line, that means that it is able to autofill that for you if you need it. So I could go all the way down to header 4 and then type this again, And see, if I tried to do header 5 like this with the starting, it's not going to let me do it. It just doesn't do anything. But anyway, so just stick to just doing this. Now I started like that, I have to finish like that. Okay, let's go. So these are all the headers, 1 through to 6, and they should show up here from the biggest going down to the smallest. Header 6, just to tell you, is smaller, although it is more strong and broad than a paragraph. And I can show you by putting a paragraph tag in. Paragraphs we will learn in the next lecture, so don't worry if you don't know what they are. But okay, there you go. So the header 1, the biggest, header 2 getting smaller, header 3 getting even smaller, header 4, which I would say is the same size as the paragraph, just more broader because it's a header. Then the header 5, which is smaller than the paragraph, and the header 6, which is really too small for the paragraph. So you could use header 6 as if you're like in the end of your web page you want to credit someone for copyright reasons. So that's what header 6 would be used for. And then you have the paragraph tag, which we'll be learning about next time, but I put in there to show you that it is bigger than some of these headers. Right, so that's pretty much it for this lecture. I hope you learnt about headers. If you have any questions, just post them on the chat room for HTML, and I'll try and answer you as quick as possible. Yeah, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one where we go over some paragraphs and strong tags, which make things bold, and emphasis tags, which make them italics, which you would know about if you used word processing units such as Word or Pages. Anyway, see you there, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.